Good morning, children. So, in last classes, we have seen about properties of metals and non-metals, as physical properties and chemical properties we have learnt. So, in this class, we are going to see about character of ionic bond. So, before going to learn about ionic bond, we have to know about what is meant by ions. Okay. So, what is meant by ions? Positive or negative charged atoms are known as ions. Okay. So, what is meant by ions? Positive or negative charged atoms are known as ions. So, how ions are formed? Ions are formed because of loss or gain of electrons. So, in order to attain stability, so we have learned in our previous classes, in order to attain stability or in order to attain stable electronic configuration, atoms will transfer electron or share it electrons, isn't it? So, ions are formed because of loss or gain of electrons. So, they are positive or negative charge atoms. Okay, so atoms form ions in order to attain stable electronic configuration. How they will attain stable electronic configuration? By losing or gaining electron from the nearest noble gas. Understood, children? So atoms form ions by losing or gaining electrons, and it will get positive or negative charge ions. Now, what is meant by positive ions? How positive ion is formed? Positive ion is formed because of the loss of electrons by an atom. Okay, so we know atoms, in order to attain stability, it will lose or transfer electron. Okay, so that ions are formed. So positive ion is formed when the atom loss electrons. Okay, a positive ion is formed because of the loss of electrons by an atom. Now we can see some examples of positive ions. Here, sodium. Sodium is a metal. We have learned as sodium is a alkali metal. It forms sodium ion because of loss of one electron. Okay, so sodium forms sodium ion because of loss of electron. So I already told positive ions means they will lose electron and gain a positive charge. Yes, so they are called as positive ions. So here sodium lost one electron and forms sodium ion. So because of the loss of one electron, one positive charge comes over sodium. This equation you can see sodium, it will lose one electron. Okay, it will lose one electron and gain what positive charge, and it forms a sodium ion. Understood, children? So this is an example. Sodium is an example for the positive ion. Now one more example we can see, magnesium. Magnesium, it forms positive ion because of the loss of two electron. So sodium, it will lose one electron and gain a positive ion. So here magnesium also, it will forms a positive ion because of the loss of two electrons. So that two positive charges come over magnesium. Why? Because of the loss of two electron. Here you can see the equation form. Magnesium, it will lose two electrons. Here you can see it will lose two electron and forms a two positive charges. It will gain two positive charges. It will lose two electron and two positive charges comes over magnesium and forms magnesium ion. So magnesium ion is also an example for positive ion. Okay, so positive ions means they will lose electron and gain positive charge over them and form a positive ions. Now, what is meant by negative ion? Negative ion is just opposite to positive ion. Okay, so positive ion we know they will lose electron and positive ion is formed. Here, a negative ion is formed because of the gain of an electron. Okay, so they will gain electron and form a negative ion. Now, we can see examples. So chlorine is a non-metal. Yes, we know. Yes, chlorine is a non-metal. It will gain one electron in order to achieve a stable configuration. So first itself I said that in order to attain stability or in order to attain stable electronic configuration, atoms are gaining or losing electron, isn't it? So here chlorine gains one electron in order to achieve a stable configuration. After gaining one electron, chlorine gets one negative charge over it and forming chlorine ion. Here you can see the equation form. Chlorine, it will gain one electron. Okay, it will gain one electron and negative charge over chlorine gets a negative charge over it, which forms a chlorine ion. Understood, children? So chlorine gains one electron and form a negative ion. Okay, so it is an example for negative ions. Negative ions means negative ions are formed because of the gain of an electron. So chlorine gains one electron and forms a chloride ion. Now we can come to our concept, that is ionic bonds. So now we know what is meant by ions, and there are two form, positive ions and negative ions. Now we can see what is meant by ionic bonds. Ionic bonds are formed because of transfer of electrons from metal to non-metal. Here ionic bonds, how ionic bonds are formed? Ionic bonds are formed because of transfer of electrons from metal to non-metal. We have seen that metals, it will lose electron, it will give electron to non-metal. Yes, example we have seen sodium, magnesium, it is losing, it is transferring its electron to other non-metal. Okay, so non-metal, it will gain electron and become negative ion. So ionic bonds are formed because of transfer of electrons from metal to non-metal. So here metal gets positive charge because of transfer of electron. Non-metals get negative charge because of acceptance of electrons. So bond will be formed between positive and negative ion. Bond means what? Relation. So there is a relation which will form between positive and negative ion, which result in the formation of ionic bond. Okay, so ionic bond means bond formed between positive and negative ion. Okay, so what is meant by ionic bond? Bond formed between positive and negative ion because of transfer of electrons from metals to non-metals. So to form ionic bond, negative and positive, both ions must be combined. Okay, so they both combine and form. So negative and positive ions both combine and form a ionic bond. Now we can see example for the formation of ionic bond. So how sodium chloride is formed? You know sodium is a metal, chloride is a non-metal. I told that ionic bond is formed by the combination of metal and non-metal. Yes. So now we can see example. In sodium chloride, sodium is a metal, alkali metal, chlorine is a non-metal. Now atomic number of sodium is 11. Okay, so what is the atomic number of sodium? 11. So electronic configuration of sodium will be 2 8 1. So in 8th standard you have learned about the electronic configuration of atoms, electronic configuration of elements we have studied as. So K shell can accommodate 2 electrons, L shell can accommodate 8 electrons. As so we have studied the formula also to form an electronic configuration. So based on that, electronic configuration of sodium is 2 8 1. Okay, so the number of electron in the outermost orbit is how much? 1. Okay, and the valence electron, so that the valence electron of sodium is 1. Okay, understood children? So number of electron in the outermost orbit is 1. Now chlorine. What about chlorine? Atomic number of chlorine is 17. Okay, so what is the atomic number of chlorine? 17. So the electronic configuration of chlorine is 2 8 7. Okay, 2 8 7. So electron in the outermost orbit is 7. Therefore the valence electron of the chlorine is 7. Okay, so 7 is the 7 electrons are present in the outermost orbit of the chlorine. So now we can see how sodium chloride is formed. Okay, here what will happen, you know, sodium is the metal which will it has what? Only one valence electron in its outermost orbit, isn't it? So sodium has only one electron in its outermost orbit, and chlorine, you see, chlorine has 7 electron in its outermost orbit. So electron from the sodium, it transfer the one electron which is present in its outermost orbit to the chlorine. Okay, understood children? So the sodium which is having the one electron in its outermost orbit, it will transfer it to the chlorine which has a 7 valence electron in its outermost orbit. Okay, so that what will happen, we know, if they transfer electron or if they lose electron, they will gain what? Positive charge. And chlorine gained electron, isn't it? So sodium give one electron to the chlorine, so that chlorine gain negative charge. Okay, so positive charge and negative charge, or positive ions, negative ion, combine and form a ionic bond which result in the formation of sodium chloride. Understood children? So sodium, it transfer only one electron to the chlorine which has a 7 valence electron, so that both the molecules sodium and chlorine will attain a stability and form a sodium chloride. Now we can see properties of ionic compound. Ionic compounds are solid. Okay, ionic compounds are solid. Why they are solid? Because we know ionic compound is formed because of the combination of positive ion and negative ions. Okay, so unlike charges, they will attract each other. We know, like charge, they will repel each other, but unlike charge, they will attract attract each other. So here positive ion and negative ion attract each other very strongly, which makes ionic compound solid. Okay, so ionic bond which has a greater force of attraction, because ions attract each other very strongly, which makes the ionic compound solid. And ionic compounds are brittle. Brittle means it can be broken. Okay, so it can be broken. So ionic compounds are solid, they are brittle. And next character is ionic compounds are insoluble in organic solvents. So we have studied about solvents in 9th standard. Are you remembering? So examples of organic solvents are kerosene, petrol, etc. Okay, so ionic compounds are insoluble. They will not dissolve in organic solvents. Okay, so ionic compounds are insoluble in organic solvents like kerosene, petrol, etc. Now, ionic compounds, they will dissolve in water, but they will dissolve in water. Ionic compounds do not conduct electricity in the solid state. Okay, so now we know ionic compounds are solid in nature. They do not conduct electricity in the solid state. But ionic compounds have a high melting point and have a high boiling point. Why? Means because force of attraction between ions is very strong. Okay, so why ionic compounds have high melting and boiling point? Because of force of attraction between ions is very strong. Now the ionic compound in water conducts electricity. Okay, ionic compound solution in water, they will conduct electricity. Why it is happened? This is happened because ions present in the solution of ionic compound facilitate the passage of electricity by moving towards opposite electrons. Okay, so we know unlike ions are there, positive and negative ions, there will be when there is a passage of electricity, these opposite electrodes will move towards each other, which will make the ionic compounds to conduct electricity when they are in the solution form in water. Okay, so the solution of ionic compounds in water conduct electricity. And not only that, ionic compounds can conduct electricity in the molten state. Molten state means when it's melt. Yes, so ionic compounds conduct electricity in the molten state. So I hope that you all understand about ionic compound and properties of ionic bond. So if you have any doubt, you can ask children. Thank you.